You reach for the good bag, the reliable one, the bag you trust before lunch with the girls, before church, before every family photo. Then you catch your reflection in a store window and something feels off. The bag looks heavier than the outfit, older than you feel. It was expensive, it was classic, it was supposed to be safe. So why did it drag the whole look down? Here's the truth nobody explains. Certain safe handbag choices quietly age women after 60, no matter the price tag. It is not your arm, it is not your age. It is one detail in the bag itself, and once you see it, you will never miss it again. Welcome back, beautiful. I am so glad you are here. If this is your first time with us, you landed in the right place. We talk about style that works for real women, real mornings, real mirrors, and real life. And I want to be clear about something before we start. Style does not expire at 60, it does not expire at 70. What sometimes needs a small update is not you, it is the bag hanging on your arm. So today, I am walking you through 7 handbags that are quietly aging the whole look and exactly what to carry instead. Number 4 is the one almost every elegant woman still carries, and it might surprise you. Let's start with the one almost every woman already owns. The first one on our list is the oversized tote. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You need the room. You are carrying sunglasses, a water bottle, reading glasses, maybe a small umbrella just in case, and I understand that completely. This is not about giving up the space. It is about the shape holding that space. The problem is not the tote. The problem is the tote that has gone soft and shapeless, the one that slouches the second you set it down, the one with straps that dig in, because everything inside has shifted to the bottom. That slouch pulls the eye downward and outward, toward bulk instead of upward, toward your face and your posture. Here is the fix. Look for a tote with a flat, defined bottom and sides that hold their shape even half full. Ask yourself if it can stand up on its own on a counter. If it collapses into a puddle of fabric, that is your answer. Choose one with structure built in, not one that folds in on itself the moment you walk. This alone can make the whole silhouette look lifted instead of tired. Now the next one is the one women avoid for the wrong reason entirely. This next one is where women get nervous. The small bag. The micro bag, the little structured crossbody or tiny top handle style. And before you say, that sounds too young, stay with me, because this is not the trendy little novelty bag you might be picturing. I am not talking about something with a cartoon clasp or a viral logo. I am talking about a small, clean, structured piece in a rich leather, the kind that looks intentional the second you put it on. Here is why this one works so beautifully. A smaller bag actually elongates the frame. It draws the eye toward the waist and the hands, instead of swallowing your whole silhouette. Many women avoid this size because they think it looks like they are trying to look younger. Honestly, it does the opposite. It looks curated. It looks expensive. Choose one with clean lines, minimal hardware, and no loud branding. One quiet finish, nothing shouting for attention. This is the sweet spot between practical and polished. Number 3 is the color mistake nobody really talks about. Now, let's talk about black. Specifically, the wrong version of black. I know black feels foolproof. It goes with everything. It hides stains. It feels like the safe, grown-up choice. But here is the part that matters. Flat, matte black can create harsh contrast against softer hair tones and lighter skin, especially in daylight or in photos. The color is not the problem. The finish is. A dull, chalky black can pull the eye toward hard contrast near the hip instead of softness near the face. The fix is simple. Look for black with a subtle sheen, something with a soft warmth to it, rather than a flat, dead finish. Or consider a warm chocolate or espresso tone as your neutral instead. Before you buy, hold the bag close to your face in the store. If it flattens your skin tone or makes you look washed out, that is a sign to size down the contrast. This next one is the one that quietly ages more women than any other on this entire list. This is where most women get it wrong, and it happens before they even realize it. The overly structured, rigid, briefcase-style bag. Stiff, boxy corners, heavy top handles, a shape that looks like it belongs in a boardroom. It feels professional. It feels put together. And that is exactly why almost every elegant woman still carries one, and it is aging her every single time. Here is the distinction that matters. Rigid, boxy lines can echo stiffness, and stiffness reads older than softness does. Soft, rounded edges tend to mirror the natural ease of the body, while sharp corners can feel forced, almost armored. The fix is not giving up structure completely. It is choosing structure that still has a little give, a bag with rounded edges and a gentle, relaxed slouch, instead of one that could stand alone empty like a cardboard box. When you are shopping, ask for something structured but relaxed. If it looks like it belongs on a conference table more than on your arm, put it back. Before we keep going, I want to know something. Which one of these have you got hanging in your closet right now? Tell me in the comments which bag you are suddenly looking at differently, because I promise you are not alone. Now back to the list, because this is where it gets really good. This next one is exactly where the mistake usually hides in plain sight. The overly matchy bag and shoe set. The bag and the shoes in the exact same color, same material, same finish. It feels polished. It feels correct. It feels like the rule you were taught growing up. But here is the twist. Matching is not the mistake. Matching perfectly is. When the bag and shoe are identical, the eye stops right there at that match set instead of traveling naturally down the body. It creates a visual block instead of a flow. The fix is an intentional near match. Same color family, different texture or finish. A smooth leather bag with a subtly textured shoe, a soft matte bag with a shoe that has a little sheen. This keeps the eye moving instead of freezing at one spot. Choose pieces that clearly belong together without being identical twins. Number 6 is a texture most women rule out completely. And honestly, it might be the biggest secret on this whole list. This one sounds almost too simple, but do not underestimate it. The all-smooth, no-texture leather bag. Flat, glossy, one-dimensional. Many women choose it because texture can feel risky, like it might read as busy or cheap. But plain is not actually the safe choice here. Texture is what reads expensive. A soft pebbled grain or a light, subtle texture catches the light and creates dimension, instead of just bouncing a flat shine back at the camera or the mirror. It softens the whole relationship between your hand and the bag. It invites the eye in instead of glancing off it. Here is how to check. Run your hand across the leather in the store. If it feels flat and slick with nothing underneath your fingers, keep looking. You want something with visible grain, something that feels alive under your hand. This small shift can make the entire bag look more refined without spending more money. And the last one is simple, but it may be the mistake even elegant women keep making without knowing it. This last one has nothing to do with the bag you buy. It has everything to do with how you wear it. The long, loose shoulder strap, worn low near the hip or the thigh, it feels comfortable. It is how you have worn a bag for years. But that extra length pulls the eye and the posture downward. The problem was never the bag. It was 3 inches of strap. Here is the fix, and it costs nothing. Shorten the strap or ask if it is adjustable so the bag rests near your waistline instead of your hip. A shorter drop lifts the entire silhouette. It changes how the whole outfit reads, from the shoulder all the way down. Next time you get dressed, stand in front of a full-length mirror with the bag on and really look at where it sits. That small adjustment might be the easiest fix on this entire list. So here is the real secret behind everything we just talked about. It was never about spending more. It was never about chasing a trend. Every single one of these 7 mistakes comes down to the same 3 things: proportion, softness, and placement. Not size, not price, not what is trending this season. A bag can lift the whole look, or it can quietly drag it down, depending on where it sits on your body and how the light catches it. That is it. That is the whole secret. You do not need 7 new bags. You need 1 or 2 that actually work with you instead of against you. If this gave you something to think about the next time you reach for your favorite bag, give this video a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe if you want more real, affordable style advice made for women who refuse to fade into the background. And tell me in the comments which one of these you are rethinking tonight. I read every single one. I hope this gives you something to carry with you, quite literally. The next time you get dressed for something that matters, your best years are not behind you. They are happening right now, one small, intentional swap at a time. Stay stylish. Stay confident. You deserve to feel beautiful today, exactly as you are.